Which of the following is the most simplified form of square root 9x cubed y squared plus 25x squared 25x for x bigger than 0? Okay, in this type of problems, okay, the key idea is if you have square, you want to write the inside as a square times another term if possible. So then you can separate them and you can take care of this 2 here, square. So let's do it step by step. Now the main question here is, okay, this is 2 here, as you see here, this index is 2. If there is nothing, that means the index is 2. If the index is 2, to simplify it, you have to write this one as square of something times some other thing. So here you can write this one as 9. 9 is 3 squared. And here you can write this one, you can separate it like x squared times x, and this is y squared. So then you can use the commutative property of multiplication and write 3 squared x squared y squared times x, change their places, and then you can write this one as 3xy squared. It's the property coming from the exponentials. So now we have this one. So it means this is 3xy squared times x. Now we can, okay, no need to put this 2 here. And then square root 3xy squared times x. So we can separate these two. This is a dot, this is multiplication. Right, 3xy squared times square root of x. And which means here this is absolute value of 3xy, and this is, we cannot simplify it, the square root of x. Okay, for this one I want to remind you this, the square root of a squared is equal to the absolute value of a. So no matter what a is, so we have this rule. So we just write the absolute value. But if you know something about x and y, then you can remove the absolute value sign. Here this x is bigger than 0, so x is positive, this is positive, but we don't know this one. So you can take this 3x out, and then write the absolute value y, because we know they're positive, and then square root of x. And for the other, we have the same issue. 25 is equal to what? 25 is equal to 25x. You can separate them. It's 5 squared times x. This will be squared 5 squared, square root 5 squared times square root of x. This turns out to be 5 square root of x. Now we have this one, 5 square root of x, and we have this one. Now let's put them together. When we put them together, the sum will be, okay, it will be 3x, the absolute value of y, times square root of x plus 5x, square root of x. Now here the common factor is this one, so we will take it, factor it out, and then write 3x absolute value y, so we write the remaining parts plus 5. So the answer is A. So you can, so this is commutative properties. Commutative, you can switch these, their places, so we will have A. So let's do the second exercise. Which of the following is the most simplified form of this? So we basically will multiply, and the rule, okay, the rule for multiplication is just distribution rule. So square root 2 times square root 6, and square root 2 times, okay, we need plus, you can write here plus, so it's right here plus, okay, don't forget this, and square root 3, so square root 2 times square root 3, and then we have negative 2, square root 3, you multiply them, and don't forget the negative here, 2 square root 6, so, and this one here, you multiply them, so you got negative 2 square root 3. These you can combine them, square root 12, square root 6, and minus 2 square root 6, and minus 2 square root 3. And can we do some more simplification? So here you have to notice that this has a square here, so this has 2 squared times 3. So then you can separate them. You will end up 2 square root 3. So as you see, this is 2 square root 3 plus square root 6 minus 2 square root 6. Okay, then you can also combine them. This is square root 6 and minus 2 square root 6. It will be minus square root 6. And we have negative 2 square root 3. So negative 2 square root 3 and negative 2 square root 3, and it gives us negative square root 6. And one thing, if you're asking, okay, the answer is D, but one thing, if you want to see this clearly, so if you don't know what to do here, you can write here 1 times square root 6, and the square root 6 is common factor, so mushtarak amil, square root 6 times 1 minus 2, so you can write, it will be square root 6 times minus 1, and you will end up with negative square root 6. Now let's do this one. Now as we see here, there's the square roots, but there's no square root in the denominator, so we have to rationalize the denominator. So the best thing we can do here is that the method we use is to use the conjugates of the denominator. This is what we do here is this. If the square root and square root, or one of them is square root, it's okay. So you write here plus, so square root y plus square root 3x. And in order not to change the value of the fraction, you have to do the same thing to the numerator. So you multiply them. Okay, don't forget to put the parentheses, otherwise you will do a mistake. So here, I want to remind you, if it is plus, then you will choose this one negative, minus. Okay, let's do this multiplication. This is something like a minus b times, okay, this is a special product, so it's like a minus b type product, a plus b. So you know this is a squared plus a squared minus b squared. And now a is square root of y and b is square root of 3x, so you write square root y squared minus square root 3x squared. And when it comes to the other thing, you can do multiplication this way, or you can use the special product like a plus b times a plus b, which is okay, a plus b squared. Okay, it's a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Anyway, you can use any method here. I will do straight multiplication. So squared y times squared y, it will be y, and squared y times squared 3x, so it will be square root y 3x. We can put them in the same, under the same root, you know, this one here. This is the rule. And also you can use this one, and then this one here. It will be again 3x. So we will end up with y plus, okay, these are same, so we can add them, they're similar terms. So the answer will be C. Now we will write, okay, which of the following is equal to that this expression. Here we have some rational exponents here, so we want to change them to radicals. So the first thing is x to 1/2 power is square root of x. So, and in general, it's a to 1 over n is like the nth root of a. So this is a rule. And okay, let's look at the other one here. This x cubed plus 1 to the 2 over 3 minus 1. Okay, first you find the power here. What's the power? 2 over 3 minus 1. So it will 2 over 3 minus 3 over 3 and then minus 2 over 3. So it is equal to x cubed plus 1 to negative 1/2 power, negative 1/3 power. Okay, then this will be equal to 1 over x cubed plus 1 to 1/3 power. Okay, but after this you can, okay, okay, warning, there's a warning here. I want to do a warning, so do not ever do this. Some students are doing this and say x plus 1. This is definitely wrong. This is definitely wrong. It's wrong. Do not distribute the power because there's plus here. The plus, if there's plus and minus, you cannot distribute the power. It should be multiplication. Then you can write this one as 1 over cube root of, so following this, cube root of x cubed plus 1. And if you write them together, so it will be minus 4 square root of x times 1 over cube root of x cubed plus 1. It will be, the answer will be this. Okay, let's do the same thing for this one. And now x to 1/2 minus 1. And let's take care of this exponent first. 1 over 2 minus, okay, you 1 over 1, so you multiply, then you get 1 over 2 minus 2 over 2. This is minus 1 over 2, so we can write here the x to negative 1 over 2. Now, this one here again, it's we did it already, it's minus 1 over 2. Now, this turns out to be x to 1/2 minus 1 divided by 1 over 2 minus 1 is equal to x to negative 1/2 divided by negative 1/2. So I can write this one here as 1 over x to 1/2, right? Because of this negative sign. So I will write it as 1 over x to 1/2 divided by minus 1 over 2. And we have a fraction here. So it will be 1 over x to 1/2 times 2 over, okay, you can put this here minus here. You can move the minus to the numerator or the denominator, no problem. So it will be minus 2 over x 1/2. So what is x 1/2? It's negative 2 square root of x. Okay, then let's come to the other one. This one, you know, the rule is a to m over n is equal to the a to the mth, the nth root of a to the mth. So then I can write this one as, okay, there's a minus here. So there's this one here, minus 2 over 5. So this is x cubed, y cubed, negative 2 over 5 is equal to 1 over x cubed, y cubed to 2 over 3, 2 over 2 fifth power. And this is equal to 1 over x cubed, y cubed, squared, cube root 5. Okay, use this one. And for this one, we have the cube root of x squared plus 1. So when we put all of them together, we will get either 2 over square root of x plus 1 over x cubed plus y cubed squared, and then fifth root minus the cube root of x squared plus 1. So, and don't try to, as a further step, don't try to do this. Don't do, because there's plus here. You cannot do it. Don't do such mistake. So the final answer is this. Now it says simplify and express using positive exponents only, and I'll assume all variables are positive. And now I will try to convert this radicals to the rational power. So you can say this is 3 over 4th power. So this is, you know, a, again, I'm showing you this a, m over n is a to the mth, the nth root of a to the mth. So then this is 3, this is 4, so it has to be 3, 4. And the other one is square root z times x to negative 6. So you will write here square root z times square root of x minus 6. You can write this one as z to the 1/2 power, and this one as the x to the negative 6 to the 1/2 power, and you can multiply them, z to 1/2 times x to negative 3rd power. So then you can write this term as y to 3 what divided by z to 1/2 times x to negative 3. Then you can write this one as y over 3 over 4 divided by z to the 1/2 power times x cubed. So this will be, now okay, don't forget this one here. This x to negative 3rd is equal to 1 over x cubed. So since we have something like that, you know, something times 1 over x cubed. So this is, let's say, a, b. And you can write here a times x cubed over b. You can do it this way. Okay, the other question is this one here. Simplify this expression, and there's a condition on x is less than 3. Now the first thing is this a square? So if you want to simplify, we have to have a square, and if you try to factor it, you will see it's x minus 3 squared. So you can try this one. Okay, you try to find it, but I know it's the square of x minus 3. Then here, So we have square root, so can we write it as a square of square? Yes. Then here, can we write this one as the cube? Okay, so if you want to simplify, the idea is if you have the index 3, you want to write everything as power of 3, if possible. So, and one other thing, if possible. I mean, if there is extra. So 27 x to the 9 is, you can write here 3 cubed. That's x to the 9 is like 3 cubed, x cubed. Now it seems like this is 3. Okay, you can write here, you can combine them if the powers are same. So 3x cubed, and there is nothing here. This is 1, so you don't have to write this one. So basically, we have this. So it will be 3x cubed. Okay, remember this? Cube root of, okay, n to the a n is equal to a if n is odd. So n odd. And here is 3, so you can directly say it's 3x cubed inside, and there should be 3x cubed here. Okay, after this, we can write this one as, okay, I will keep writing this. It will be 3x cubed. This is 3. And then, what are the rules? The rules are clear. If you have a square here and this is the index is same as 2, so you say it's the absolute value of x minus 3. And here you have 2 and this is 2, the index is 2, so you say this is the absolute value of this term. Now this is 3, this is 3, so we directly write it out. And now this one here is square, so it has to be positive, so all the time it's positive, so we write here square, and there is nothing wrong here. And this is x minus 3, so we look at this part here, so we check, this is negative or positive? Which one? Now the only way is to take a value here, x is equal to, take x equal to 0, and you put 0 here. So you put 0, x equal to x less than 3. 3, take x to be 0, and you'll check minus 3. So this is inside is negative, right? It's negative. So when the inside is negative, so we say the negative, then the inside is negative. So if the inside is negative, okay, one example is enough for it. So the absolute value should be minus x minus 3 plus. So this is the answer now. You can do the rest. So minus x plus 3 and y minus 1 squared minus 3x cubed. So this is the answer now. If you want to expand this one, you can expand or leave it as it is. Okay, thanks for watching.